Hello everyone and welcome to Crypto Ripto. I'm Christian and in today's awesome video, I'm going to be going through two steady altcoins that you will recognize that I think have got some more potential in them. They seem to be at a low price and have not hit their all-time gains as of yet. So is this a good time to buy these two alt tokens and bolster your portfolio? Well, So before I start today's awesome video, I have to say anything that you see, hear or choose to ignore is not financial advice. No, this bad boy, as you all know, is here for your educational purposes only. Now, I won't keep this video long and lengthy and I'm not going to go into any website or socials. I'm literally going to look at the price chart action and a quick glimpse at CoinMarketCap. But as you can guess from up here, we're going to be looking at Cardano and VeChain. Now, these are two well-known tokens, but for me are very undervalued at the moment. Cardano's been taking a bit of a bad hit in the press and has sunk a little bit, whereas VeChain is for me that undervalued hidden gem that still needs to perform and go to some great higher highs. So let's jump straight into CoinMarketCap and the price chart action and see where we think these coins are going to go. Boom. Start off with Cardano. Now, everyone knows Cardano and it has been doing some absolute great pumps. At one point, this token was up there in the $3 mark when Cardano was the flavor of the month and everyone was jumping on that gravy train and buying Cardano. But with a bit of the bad press and people saying Cardano's taking a bit of a hit, it's actually sunk down to around, as you can see here, the $1.60, which is not great for Cardano. But let's have a look and see where is the bottom and where is the top that we think in this little trading cycle for Cardano. So as you can see, we've got a sea of red here on Cardano, and this is no surprise because it has been taking a little bit of a bad reputation in the press that Cardano's sort of turning off flavor of the month. But for me, I just think it's very undervalued and underpriced. I still think Cardano's got a lot more room to grow, and we're going to have a look at that in the price chart action now. And as you can see here, from all the way back in August, this is the prices we're seeing with Cardano now. It is all the way down here, which has been on a downtrend for some time now. And again, this is because this is where Cardano was the flavor of the month. It was shooting up from this price target around here of the $1.40 all the way up to highs of $3.12. And as a lot of people predicting, they were calling for a $5 Cardano. But is this over? No, I don't think so. I think with the retracement of the market where we had the big dip here and the downwards trend here, I think Cardano is finding its bottom, and this is where we could see a bit of a spring back and Cardano switch into DeFi season. And with the NFTs taking a bit of a cooling off period, people will start flowing the money in and Cardano should be gaining some ground. And also the market has been taking a bit of a hit because obviously the stock markets have been crashing, and also the crypto market, as I'll click into here, is in a state of fear. And it has been for the last week now. So we do understand that the market is in fear, people are selling off, and this is a time where the strong diamond hands start buying off the weaker hands and cashing in at a bit of a bargain. A lot of people see this as a dip and want to see it as a sale. And other people see it as fear and the crypto market taking a dive and crashing. Depending on what influencer you listen to or what kind of big fat shilling coins on the way to church you listen to, depends on how you're going to look at the market. But for me, I think the NFT market and the metaverse market was taking a massive pump, and it's getting to the stage where that is overcooked and is blowing off at the moment. And it's coming into DeFi season now where the fear will turn into a lot of people going into greed and you'll cash in on bargains. So for me, I think Cardano is a must to keep on your radar. I'm definitely accumulating a lot of Cardano at these levels because I think it's super cheap. And I did cash out a lot of Cardano in this box here, which I did cover on a video. And I was waiting for Cardano to sort of dump all the way down to what I thought would be the bottom. I did think it'd be a bit round here, but when we got to here, I knew the market was in a lot more fear. So I was waiting for it to dip a little bit further, which it has. So for me, I will be dollar cost averaging in back into my Cardano holdings, and if you think I sold up here at $2.90 and I'm buying back at $1.40, I can buy nearly double what of Cardano I had for the same amount of money. For when it does shoot to more all-time highs, I should be sitting in a pretty good situation. But as I said in the intro, remember, only layer in money you can afford to lose. This is not financial advice. And also 50% in stable, steady growers, like for me is Cardano's, Ethereum, Bitcoins and stuff like that. And 25% in your stable coins, ready to buy dips like this on fire sales. And 25% into your riskier coins. That's just a strategy that's worked for me. You do you, I do me, but let me know in the comments below if that's worked for you. So where do we see Cardano going? Well, in the interim, we see it climbing to these kind of levels here, and this would be a good trading channel for Cardano to turn this downtrend, which it's been in since 15th of September, into an uptrend on the 50-day and 200-day moving average. It is a little way off at the moment, and I would like to see Cardano start steadily climbing out of this boring consolidation period and testing this kind of resistance here, turning it into support, and then making these peaks here into higher highs and higher lows, which for me will be a steady grower. I'm not saying Cardano is going to make you rich overnight, definitely not, but is it going to, if you're buying in at these levels, is it going to steadily boost your portfolio? So over, if like me, judging it over quarter periods every 3 months, you should see Cardano give you good healthy returns on each period, quarter by quarter. So the next one, jumping straight into VeChain. Now again, VeChain for me is very, very undervalued. It's again a sea of red. We've got a lot of altcoins doing like great 10, 20, 30% at the moment. Like for me, I'm in a few that are doing it. Tezos is always a good one for me. VRA is always a good one. I go into these Atom, Engine and stuff like that. But again, a few of them are the NFT ones. So I'm trying to diversify out of NFTs into DeFi and look at what is the trend flowing. Because if NFTs are overcooking, I want to take profits out of that and put them into the lower ones that are a sea of red, like the DeFi and waterfall effect, and lay on my portfolio. And that to me gives me the best longer term gains. I could come on here with main coins that are doing 200-300%, but I think we will do that when we're looking at the 25% of the portfolio. For now, we need to bolster the 50% while things are on the sale. So VeChain is definitely on the sale for me. It's down at 12 cents. It's down 2.23%. But for me, it is in the kind of regions of Cardano where it's very low, looking to find its bottom, and I think steadily going to grind up. So let's look at the price chart action of VeChain. Again, you can see VeChain is even lower to what it was back in kind of the low point of the October dip. It did recover nicely, as it always does. Went up to like highs of 18 cents, which is quite a bit up from where we are now. And as everything, when it went down, it sort of steadily turned into a downtrend. I think maybe VeChain will get to, maybe I think on this bull run, around about the 30 cent mark, being conservative. A lot of people are calling for VeChain to be even as high as $1. I don't think that'll happen on this bull cycle. I do think, however, we will get anywhere between 30 and halfway to that mark of 50 cent. But even that, when you're buying it around about the 10 and 12 cent mark, it is still potentially anything from a 3 to 5x. So what is VeChain doing at the moment? Well, again, it's taken a little bit of a bounce from where I'm seeing as its bottom, and then it's going sideways and boring while people are literally not using it. Everyone's money's in the NFT market at the moment and these top alt tokens that are seen to be doing really well. So once the money starts filtering down, I think VeChain will have a nice recovery and a nice bounce. So this is definitely an area where I'll be, and I'm a big VeChain fan, will start recovering and dollar cost averaging into VeChain. Now, I do want to draw your attention to this kind of area here, because this is where VeChain seems to have been doing a lot of strong price charting action, which is around about the peak of this, the bottom of this, and the bottom of this. So if we just take a good touching points of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here and put in say an average trading channel line here, you can see it's consolidating nicely. It's going to go up. It will use this trend line and this resistance and maybe get a retracement back from here before we start seeing a bit of a pump up to higher highs, which it hasn't got far to go to put in higher highs from, judging from this kind of peak here, which was the November dip. And I'll also have to say is that VeChain to me does seem a good flavor in the month, but people normally invest in VeChain, what I see, when the alts are flowing into the more lower caps, because VeChain, if we just go back quickly to coin market cap, is still quite low in terms of market capital compared to a lot of the other ones that it's competing against. So for me, this is very appealing, and I do like VeChain. Again, leave a comment below to see if VeChain is one of your flavor. But for me, again, bolstering them steady quarter flow profits, because we don't want to ape into everything. And I don't think, and I definitely know actually, we've not seen a blow off top where all the retail money's FOMO'd in and your nan, your gran, your aunt, your uncle's all talking about Bitcoin. You're seeing it on the news and you've got every day's a 10, 20, 30% gain. We've not seen that yet. And if you're buying these in the low regions and they're shooting up back to these kind of prices up here, and then we're seeing blow off tops, you're going to be in a great position to layer in of your, dollar cost average in of tokens and altcoins that I think have got a lot more potential. So I just wanted to bring these two to your attention pretty quick for you to go over there, have a look at this price charting. That's why I always like to do the price chart action, to see where these tokens are and altcoins are looking to, you know, find their bottoms, find their resistance, their supports, etc., and see if it's a good investment for you to look into, you know, long term. So don't forget, this is not the get rich quick overnight 100x's. These are the steady growers that you need to have in your portfolio in order to outperform the market in every quarter. Because don't forget, you only want to think if you're putting $10 in, you do want more than $10 out over that quarter, and you need to have a bolstering of 50% into what I call the steady performing growing altcoins, alt tokens, in order to do that. And we can take the risks with 25% of your portfolio in the 10x's, low market caps, blow off top ones that are going to give you the 10x's, 100x in gains. But we do need a good foundation in order to take the more riskier option with them. And these are two of the altcoins that I think are going to enable you to do that and are going to give you steady returns month on month. So again, like I say, let me know what you think in the comments below. That is just what I think. You know, I look at these tokens and I like to think that I get a good grasp of what's going on. Cardano's a proven token for me. Again, VeChain's a proven token. I did get into these quite a while ago. I did sell 50% of each holding of these quite near their all-time high tops because I knew there was going to be a retracement because they were flavor in the month. Now I want a dollar cost average back in when they're much more of a competitive price in order to bolster my portfolio in and get the profits to take the more riskier 25%, you know, of my portfolio into gains, because I'm playing with the house's money, not mine. It's just profits that I'm trying to reaccumulate and reinvest in. So I hope you found this video really interesting. Again, slap a like, hit that subscribe bar, tickle that bell notification so you can get all this information as soon as I pull it out. But as always, what we like to say here on Crypto Ripto is trade smart, trade safe, and don't get ripped.